took advantage of this.
Yeah, you know, that is the flip side of Kenyan politics. You can trust, three of us can sit here and we have a very, very open discussion. But the moment you walk out of the boardroom, the person who was even your lead advisor will backstab you. That's the nature of Kenyan politics. And for the years we have been in ODM, for the last 15 years, I don't want to name names, but there have been these mamas that there are people around Raila who have always misled him at the most critical moment in time. And even, you know, making the decision to run. I remember when I was serving as the chair of JLAC, we were looking at the amendments to the political parties to allow a legal framework that will allow Azimio to run as a coalition, but with one banner, just like the NAC, okay? And we went to this hotel of Michuki, what do we call it?
Windsor.
Windsor. And on that day, because we really wanted to concentrate, we had all the legal luminaries from the Senate. I was there, a senior counsel. I had Senator, now Governor James Orengo, Amos Wako, very refined legal minds. And we spent a whole day. I left my phone in the car. I didn't have my phone the whole day because we were working on those amendments. And late in the night, when I went to pick my phone just to see what, I found more than 7 missed calls from the departed Prime Minister, Raila Odinga. Yeah, and you know, we had all the good intentions. We wanted to create a legal framework that will allow a coalition that could withstand the post-election shenanigans. You know, like what you saw happened, where parties that were in the coalition moved away. You know,
yes.
So that's what we wanted to cure. And Senator Mutula was very passionate. So we had done the draft. The team was making the final draft, and then when I look at my phone call, people I will not name, one of the trusted allies was part of the people had called me. So when I picked his phone, he said, "We can't look for you all day." I said, no, I was working on this thing. Then I was told, you know, we have had news that you want to make these amendments. Pass that law the way it is. You know, and you know, we tried to explain, I say, these we are doing for posterity, and we need to have a coalition that can withstand the post-elections shenanigans, you know. And we were prevailed upon not to pursue that line. And I remember Mutula Kalonzo was so mad, he stormed out of the meeting, you know. So you step back and wonder, what are the interests of the people who are pushing the different agendas? Is it that they are friends in some parties that they just wanted to hang on there? So he has been, unfortunately, a victim of over-trusting people who I think take advantage of that trust. People say, I have no evidence. That's why I don't want to name anybody. That some were using it for economic gains, for political gain. That really has been the most unfortunate thing for people who are really hanging around.
So it was just being used as a political crutch.
Yeah, and you know, I would say even for me, I didn't have such a deep personal friendship with Raila, but he was really trusting. If I could pick a call as a chairman of Law Society and say, I want to invite you to be my guest, and he'd say, no, that's fine. I readily accept when, as I told you earlier, if he comes to the meeting, he has no qualms about the food, the drinks, or there is a scheme to kill him. That is how trusting Raila was. I mean, I served just last year when we did NADCO. Yeah, NADCO. And when we used to meet Raila and you give him a briefing, he had placed a lot of faith in us. You know, he had the trust that the people he had picked to represent his coalition in NADCO would do the best. And when you go sit with him and give him a report, he will say, if that is the route, let's go with it. Of course, we'll make one proposal here just to improve the document. But he had all the trust in his brother, Kalonzo Musyoka, to lead that process. And he would never countermine Kalonzo. He said that is the one leading the negotiations. And once we made a decision and Kalonzo gave him the briefing, he was ready to take ownership. And we went to Capitol Hill and said, we are done, we have signed the report. And he said, if that is what you have agreed on, we move forward. That's how trusting Raila Amolo was. Maybe the lessons we should learn is that in this part of the world, you should never trust anybody. Maybe.
Apart from God.
Other than God, maybe, and your spouse.
Even
it's like betrayal is part of the rules of the game. You know, here.
And that's part of that's part of.
It's the glue, I think.
It's a part of politics.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but that is the reality of the nature of Kenyan politics. And Honorable Nyonka will tell you, it's not Raila. It happens to everybody in the political realm.
It's unbelievable.
It's a dog eats dog society or politics. Let me just hear from Jennifer.